I just realised my hat matches my pants. That was not intentional. I just wanted to wear my sloth hat today. So today we're going to be unboxing my new baby, aka the, let me remember the name of it, the M2 15-inch MacBook Air in the colour Midnight. There you go, for those people that enjoy words like that. So this is it, and in the box, so you're currently standing on, you're on a camera on a tripod on a box, which is a box about the same size as this, and it came by Royal Mail, and I was like, that's weird, because this was due to arrive via DHL between, I think it was between 12 and 1, quarter to 12 to quarter to 1 or something like that. And at half 1, so 15-20 minutes before this was scheduled to arrive, my intercom went off because I live in an apartment. My intercom went off and I was like, hello? And they were like, you've got a parcel down here. And it says fragile on it. And I'm sorry if you're watching this, Mr. Mailman that comes around here. You scare me. You've got a really scary voice. I'm really sorry. And so I was like, oh my God, that's weird. Because I'm not expecting anything else, especially nothing fragile. So I was like, oh my God, it's my laptop. Oh my God. No. So I went down there and he gave me a box this big, but I'm not taking you off it, but it's completely empty. And I realised, oh my God, because I'm trading in, so the original laptop I have is the 13-inch M1 MacBook in space grey. And I'm trading that in with Apple because I just can't be bothered with the whole selling process. I probably would have got more for it if I sold it. I probably could have got about $450, $500 for it if I sold it. But I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with all that. No. I don't trust people online. One time I sold a pair of AirPods, the first ever AirPods I ever owned, and I hardly ever used them back then because the original AirPods, not the AirPod Pros, the AirPod Pros are fine, but the original AirPods, I've got two different shapes in the ears, and that one is significantly smaller than that one. My right one is significantly smaller than my left one. And even they rubbed me a bit, but I just could not get the AirPod in my right ear. So I didn't wear them, so I just sold them. And the dude that bought them off eBay, firstly, I shipped them. And like the moment I shipped them, he messages me saying, I told you I didn't want them. He didn't. He goes, I wanted to cancel my order. I said, I didn't get any notification through that you wanted to cancel your order. I'm sorry for that. Once they've arrived, if you still don't want them, you can return them. Obviously. And he goes, all right, whatever. So about a week went by. I know people are here just for the MacBook, but for those that don't know, I am a vlogging channel. I just talk and talk and talk because I've got no in real life friends to talk to, so I talk to my camera. So I'm sorry, if you're looking for something else, then go and find someone who's literally just going to unbox it, but I like to chill. Anyway, so it was about a week later, and I literally sat in the bath, just minding my own business. I still lived with my parents at the time. I wasn't very old, I was about 18, 19. And I was about 19 because I think the AirPods came out when I was 18, and I didn't have them for very long. And he didn't message me. He opened a case against me, and in the case thing, it said the seller was trying to sell me genuine AirPods, but instead they just sent me a knockoff AirPod, like from like Amazon case. Right. I am no scammer. I am no fraud. I had sent him, and I swear with every fibre of my being, I wouldn't be telling the story now if I was a scammer, would I know? I had sent him genuine AirPods, and he was this really beat up, really, how like, we're going back to about 2019 at this point, you need to remember, when like knockoff AirPods first started to appear, but they were like, you could tell they were knockoffs. The case of that, with no AirPods in it, was really beaten up, and he took pictures of it for his eBay case, for his eBay claim. And I messaged eBay back saying, listen, that is not what I sent to him. I sent him genuine AirPods. I don't know what he's done with them. They were in the packaging. Like, he took the packaging that I'd sent it in, and he must have took the AirPods out and then photographed this imposter, this fraud on top of the packaging and smart, but still illegal. But, right, so I said to him, I can't make phone calls all that much, especially to like eBay. I'm alright with like certain online people, I'm okay with people I've met in real life, and friends and all that sort of. But I'm not good with like eBay or anything like that to call them. And so I said to my mum, I said, while I'm wherever I was, whatever I was doing, I said, could you possibly phone eBay for me? So I gave her all the details, my birthday, anything they needed. And I forgot that I created my eBay account when I was about 9, right? I was about 9 years old. And I put in a wrong birthday. I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have. This was like 2010 at the time, and all I wanted to do was buy Build-A-Bear clothes because my mum wouldn't let me buy Build-A-Bear clothes. That's why I used to bid on Build-A-Bear clothes, but then I didn't have any money to pay for them. I was a weird 9-year-old, okay? I just wanted clothes for my Build-A-Bears. So I've had the account for years and years and years, or like, maybe I was like 10, 11, I don't know. I was very, very young. And so I realised, they said to my mum on the phone, they said, yo, when's your birthday? Well, the automated system said, please enter your birthday. And my mum said the 31st of March, the year I was born. And they were like, incorrect. So long story short, I still do not know. I think they have reviewed my account since then. I have then since corrected it, but they wouldn't let me correct, they wouldn't let me do anything. Because we wanted to complain to customer service about this dude, but no. So that was a long story of why I don't sell expensive things on eBay anymore, because stuff like that happens. It's either that or they just say it didn't arrive, and so everything that I sell that's more than like £50, I have to get tracked and signed for, and postage is going through the roof. So we are going to unbox this and put this one in its box. Probably not today because I need to transfer everything over. I've already took my address, well, I tried my best to take my address label off it, but it really wasn't playing ball, so you can't really see my address on it, which is fine. Right, how do we open this thing? Oh, it's got a pulley system. It's got a pulley system. Also, if you see me taking pictures throughout this, I've said this on a few of my videos actually, ones that haven't come out yet, maybe ones that have come out yet. I'm not too sure because I'm filming all these videos that you're going to see for the next like 7 months in February. So you can see. If you see me taking pictures, it's because I've got a blog. Hello to you! So I got the midnight colour because. Am I probably going to like it? Probably not, because it's got a hint of blue in it, and as you can tell from my room, for those that don't know my room, there's not a single ounce of colour in like my entire house. I don't like colour. You know what I mean? So I do unboxings on my blog as well. So that's why you see me taking pictures of things. You know? I'm talking of eBay, someone's messaged me. Because I sell loads of things on eBay, like for really stupidly cheap. Which is fine. So anyway, this is the box. Got the MacBook thing there, the Apple logo there. MacBook there, it's hard to see in the viewfinder because I'm blind as a bat. On the back, 18GB unified memory, is that how it's pronounced? I can't read, I failed English. 256GB SSD. 15-inch MacBook Air. I've never had a laptop this big since. I've had that since 2021. And before that I had a gold MacBook. Did I have a gold MacBook? Right, it started with, yeah, because I got a gold phone. They don't really do gold in it. Well, they did do gold in this. They did Starlight, which is like a very faded sort of gold colour. But before that one I had another MacBook Air. Was it a MacBook Air? The 2018 MacBook Air? In gold. Was it? Am I just fibbing myself right now? But that was, I think, my first Mac. I think. Was it gold? I can't remember. But I remember buying it. It must have been 2018 because very vivid memory sticks out to me where me and my parents moved into this apartment, right? Back in my hometown because we'd moved around a lot, and we moved into this one specific apartment. And for those that don't know, I believe in all the crystals and the ghosts. Yeah, people can click away now if they don't like that, you know what I mean? But I do. I believe that I've been haunted my whole life. It's a whole thing. If people are interested and want me to do a whole story time on it, I will, because It's happened to my sister as well, but we're just like that. My dad's a bit of a skeptic, but my mum isn't, because apparently she's seen things. Don't know what that means. She doesn't really talk about it. All she tells me is if I ever do a Ouija board, she'll disown me. I know she's joking, but that's what she told me when I lived at home. She goes, "You can do whatever you want, Alex, just don't do a Ouija board in my house." It's like, all right. So she's a bit like that, but I do believe in ghosts. So when we first moved into this apartment, like literally the first night, I was just sat on my empty bedroom floor. Now this was, we had the keys for about a month prior, and we were like doing it all up. So it wasn't like dilapidated or brand new. It was literally, we had been there. There had been no carpets. I have vivid memories of sitting on whatever the underline before the carpets laid down. It was green. Like, we had the keys for months prior before we actually moved in, but we wanted to make sure the house was good. But the first night I slept there, I was sat cross-legged. We haven't built my bed yet. I haven't built my bed yet. I forgot. Could I build at that point? For those who don't know, I've built everything in my house. My bed, my bedside tables, my drawers, everything that you can build in a house I've built, apart from like the bathroom and the kitchen. I've built everything else. Because I really enjoy building furniture. It's like a big hobby of mine, you know what I mean? So I sat in the middle of my bedroom floor on my brand new laptop that I'd bought like a week prior, because when I'm stressed, I buy things. For those that don't know, right now I am really stressed. I don't really know why. I think I'm going through a quarter-life crisis. I turned 25 as I'm filming this next month, but as you're watching this, if this comes out in April, last month, you know, exactly a month as you're watching this, if this comes out in April, which it should. So I'll get to the point. I sat on the floor and I was like, that's weird. And all of a sudden, the light bulb above my head exploded. And it just dropped out of the thing. It missed me. It missed me by this. Missed me by this much. But it landed, I'd like to say 80% on the carpet and 20% on my brand new laptop. And it left what I call the burn mark on this laptop, this gold laptop. And then I had a burn mark on the bedroom carpet, which me and an old friend of mine aptly named Bernie the burn mark, which was fun. So they were the only two this size laptops I have. 13-inch, I think the other one was 13 inches. Well, never had a MacBook Pro, because I've never had a need for a MacBook Pro really. Because until literally yesterday, I hadn't even started editing on my computer, but my phone has been having issues with editing, so I've had to learn how to make iMovie, which is kind of scaring me now, because all my videos for the next couple of months are saved onto iMovie, and I'm hoping and praying that they just automatically iCloud over to this thing, because if not, I will cry, because I don't know how I'm going to get them over from one laptop to another, because that's like 7 hours worth of videos recorded over the past, like, there's one project I've been working on for the past year, and I've been filming it all, and that's in there as well, so. But before that, I had a little tiny Acer laptop, which was about the same size as the 13-inch, I think it was 12-inch, I think the 12-inch notebook. The last 15-inch laptop I had I was about 11. I had just started high school, and my nan, on my dad's side, she is no longer with us, but she had given me her old laptop for school, I don't really know now that I had gotten a bit older. She had given me this laptop, and that was the biggest laptop I ever had, and oh my god, it was the best laptop in the world. Obviously, now looking back on it with the technology we have now, we're going back like 15 years almost at this point. Yeah, it's probably like a dinosaur now, but I loved that laptop more than anything in the world. I adored it more than any of my toys, because I still played with toys when I was like 11. Like, I used to get bullied in school for everything, but including the fact that I still played with my doll's house. But this laptop was a game changer. I used it so much that the charger melted inside of the machine because it overheated so much. I died, and I was really sad. That was the last 15-inch laptop I owned. So hello to you. We got a new friend now. So we're going to open it from the bottom. I was going to say the bottom. Depends which way you look at it, innit? So I got the other MacBook in 2021 from the Apple Store in Manchester. because I wanted it that day. Are you going to open? No. Oh. Was I meant to take it up the plastic off? No? Oh, it's just like a little book sort of moment. Anyway, hey! So it looks, oh, that's heavy. Looks like this. Size comparison. Let me hold you. You're not that much bigger, actually. 15-inch looked a lot bigger when you were a big, massive bezel laptop when I was 11, you know what I mean? So this is the colour Midnight, and you are a bit blue, aren't you? But I'm quite a fan. I am. So that's what he looks like. Not as blue as I thought. You are a fingerprint magnet. Sorry, I complain at everything. But that's what he looks like. It is weird, really weird having a laptop of a different colour. I'm glad I did get this colour though, I am. Because the only other colour that wasn't light, I don't really like light colours in my technology, like I don't like silver or white phones or anything like that. Because I read something like 10 years ago that said that things look better when it's on a black bezel. Take that as you will. So I always get technology in a darker colour, but the only other dark colour was this same colour, and I was like, I don't really want this to feel like it's just gotten bigger. I've said this in a few videos now. So I decided to just branch out there and get this colour. We do have, I'll be 2 seconds, I'm just going to get, just literally here. Which, now looking at the colour of my laptop, I got a case from, not this case, not that one, but this one. Sorry for the wobbling. So I got this from Burger. I unboxed this in a previous vlog in February, the February vlog, that's what, by now, by the time you're watching this. And I kind of got it to match my original laptop. I was like, oh, that looks cute. But it doesn't really. But shall we open it? Shall we open it? We haven't even opened it yet. Hey! Hey! It is nice. It is nice. It kind of looks Windowsy, but maybe because it's just dark. Hey! Hey, right. So I want to see how this goes on because I want to see how it looks. Because I do procrastinate at a lot of things. Are you the front or are you the back? You know what? I am going to Scooby-Doo. Do we close it to put it on? Oh. You know what? I don't hate it on there actually. I don't. And it comes with a back panel. The only reason why I'm doing this is A, in case these light bulbs decide to fall out, because literally it's been like, I have OCD for those that don't know. For those that don't know this, for those that don't know that, shut up Alex, nobody cares. But I've now got an irrational fear of light bulbs falling out the ceiling anytime I buy a new laptop. Hence why I'm like lying on my bed, well, sitting on my bed to do this. So it's got like a back panel. So I wanted to get one of these for it actually, which doesn't match, so I may get another one of these now that I know the colour of it, to try and get one a bit darker. But what I thought we could do, people are going to be so triggered by the way I'm just everywhere. We're going to put one of the dark colour Apple stickers that comes in here. This is the most chaotic unboxing someone's probably ever seen. The Apple stickers, we're going to put one on the front, because like how's anyone going to know that I've just spent £1,400 on this MacBook? You know what I mean? So we're just going to randomly take off one of these stickers that I never usually use. We're going to try and put you in the centre is what we're going to try and do. How long will this stay on there? That is not straight at all, but like same, but I'd kind of like this to be straight. You know what I mean? It's probably triggering so many people. But like, I don't really care right now. It's my video. You know what I mean? I think it looks good. So now when you open it, Huh?
Use British English as the main language. Press the return key.
Hey! It's bothering me already. We're going to take it off. We are. Stick you back on there. I don't usually keep the Apple stickers anyway. I'm the type of person that destroys Apple boxes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I live in United Kingdom. I do. I do. I don't need any cognitive accessibility. Not now. That's literally what it said. Oh, the internet. Oh, but I do have actually. It might just connect via my phone. But I do have a random picture of a random YouTuber called Bella, which I printed out onto a Polaroid when I was about 20. I'm now nearly 25. With my Wi-Fi password on the back, because I used to keep it in my phone before I got matching burger cases for all my devices. Where my AirPods, they're kind of plugging them right now, but everything kind of matches right. Oops, sorry laptop, sorry, well, you're going away soon anyways, it's fine. So I don't know what's the one that ends in 28. The one that ends in 28. That one? Can I just airdrop it over? No, we're going to have to type it in, which is absolutely fine. So my little, people have New Year's resolutions, I have new laptop resolutions. My new laptop resolution is to not eat in front of the damn laptop. Was that right? Was that right? I think I typed that in wrong, to be honest with you. It's not really doing much right now. The network could not be configured. Try again. Yeah, I really think I typed that in wrong. It won't let me see what I'm doing. Is that the right one? Yeah, right. What was I saying? Yeah, because about 2 months ago. Well, no, actually. Well, by the time you're watching this, probably about 6 months ago, actually. See, I keep losing my place. Right. Stand you there. That letter, that number. Capital that letter, lowercase same letter. Capital, then that, then that, then that. Right. That should be right. So, last year, in 2023. Are you going to work? Are you going to work? Are you? I really like you to work. I'll just let it do its thing, right? So in 2023, I was watching a video about how to clean the keys of these because I eat while like watching Call the Midwife. It wasn't on this Sunday and I'm really sad about it. And then I get crumbs in it, so I decided to get a video up on how to clean them. And then I broke, yes, okay, data and privacy, continue from a Mac. Yeah, I need to connect. How much battery's in it? The battery's fine in both of them, yeah. Is something going to come up on this laptop? Connect to the same network or directly connected to this Mac. Okay. And anyway, so I broke the key on it. I was trying to tell this story in my vlog in February, but I think I got sidetracked by me talking about a hat or something. So I went to the Apple store and they said, yeah, we'll be able to replace it for free for you, but we'll have to order the key in because I broke this key, this right little arrow key, because I flipped it off and snapped it. I was like, oh dear. So then I had to take it to the Apple store and be like, broken it. So they said they'll replace it for free for me, but they've got to wait for the part to come in. When the part comes in, the dude was lovely. My mum came with me because I'm really anxious. For those that don't know, for those that don't know, I need to stop saying that. I have many anxiety disorders, but I'm quite socially anxious. I am actually really socially anxious. And my mum came with me, and she'll say he was lovely. He explained everything to us. He goes, when we've got the part in, we'll text you, just nip it in, and it was a 10-minute job. It's a 10-minute job. I was like, okay. So when they text me, I was on the way home from the doctor's, and I didn't have a very good appointment because I'm trying to get help with my mental health. And not to turn this really dark, but people are like, oh my god, why did they do that to themselves? Why did they do this? Trying to not get too graphic. Because nobody helps anyone. You know, there's been many times over the past 12 months that I've been crying out for help with the mental health service in England. Time and time and time again. And I am on like a 3-year-long waiting list. And if I seek out help, so if I did do something and I had to go into emergency treatment, from what the doctor has told me, this is how he kind of worded it, I would then go to the bottom of the waiting list again because I've then received treatment and I am less of a priority, even if it was quite severe emergency treatment. So I've got to keep myself okay for an unspecified amount of time, and anytime we phone up they just say, oh, she's on the waiting list. And it was quite disappointing. So I was on the way home, like I stood at the bus stop because I just walked out of my parents' house, like, God bless them, I know they don't deserve that, but I just couldn't be doing with anyone. And I stood, this is not doing anything. Maybe if I redo it now that my laptop's open. Are you connected to the internet? I don't know, I'll probably have to figure that out off camera. Cause you seem a lot bigger because you've got the notch and not the wedge, you know? So they texted me while I stood at the bus stop and it was like, your party's ready. So I was like, all right. So I went home because my nearest Apple store, both to my parents' house and to my house, is Liverpool. And you have to go via my town, from my parents' town where my doctor still is, because I like that doctor. Well, I'm used to that doctor. I've been going to that doctor my whole life. I've seen pretty much the same 3 doctors my whole life. They've never really changed. And so I went via my house, picked up my laptop and I said, right, I'm going to do it by myself because I'm just angry. And when I'm angry, I don't know whether this is weird, I don't know if this is normal or relatable. When I'm angry, all my anxiety goes out the window. Which is good or bad, I'm not too sure. So I took my laptop and I said, oh, it's going to be a 10-minute job and I can come home tonight and I can actually play The Sims again because I need the arrow keys to play The Sims and life is going to be hunky-dory. Life is going to be great. So I went to the Apple Store and I didn't see that dude. No, I saw a very angry dude and I was stood there waiting for like half an hour for somebody to come up to me. And he goes, are you Alex? I said, yes. He goes, okay. So I showed him the laptop, I showed him the key. And I said, yeah, they texted me saying that the part was ready. And they were like, oh yeah, but we think the keyboard might need replacing, which is an extra £350. I was like, I'm sorry, what? It might be an extra, it might not, we might not need to replace it, but do you consent with us charging you that if we need to? I was like, I thought this was just going to be a 10-minute job. He said that it wouldn't cost me anything. He goes, no, I know. And I said, no, I do not consent to that. And he goes, okay, just leave it with us. Leave what with you? My laptop. So I had to go home with my tail between my legs with no laptop, and we're just going to click not now because I'm not doing that. I'll just as long as I can sign into my iCloud and get my stuff over from iMovie, because I've got really nothing on this other than like the things in the apps. So I'll do that later. I can't be bothered tip-tapping away, but I do like it. I have covered up any bit that says that it doesn't even have an MacBook Air written on the where that one has it there. This one doesn't, which I don't mind. I don't mind one little tiny wee bit. I do a bit actually. I don't know. So yeah, so I went home and I wasn't very happy yet. But then they were like, oh, it might be a week. It depends if we can't fix it, like because you haven't consented to us. If we can't fix it, we'll give it you back with the broken key. I said, literally, it just needs replacing. The keyboard works. There's nothing wrong with the keyboard. It's still lit up. It was literally just where the key, it wasn't even snapped on the actual keyboard. It was snapped on the key, just one of the little clips. A minuscule little thing. And I said, you know, just give me the key that you ordered in specifically for me and I will replace. No. So he goes, it might be a week. No. The next day, they sent me a text saying, your laptop's ready to be collected. And so me and my mum this time went up and collected my laptop. And they were like, there it is, looking brand spanking new. So, long story short, don't eat crummy foods, or really any foods if you can help it, in front of your laptop, because these keys are really hard. I think they're pretty much the same keyboard. Do you remember the butterfly keyboard? That was what was on my gold Mac. That was a really problematic keyboard, so people used to say. So this also has a fingerprint sensor on it, but it just looks a bit different. It looks like the one on the Macs, those colourful Macs, with like, it's got a square and a circle inside of it, which is fine. You are very blue, I will give you that, but I think it will grow on me. It will. So yeah, that's my unboxing. How long has this video been? 30 minutes! Oh, and the bricks. The British plugs are terribly big. I don't like them. I like America plugs, even though they're a bit to America. Australia plugs, what's Australia plugs? They're those 2 or 3 little... They're quite cute actually, I don't mind them. I've been to Australia. Can I go one video without mentioning it? No, because it's all over my wall anyway. And then it comes with a braided I've actually never used a MagSafe. Let me have a look. Because I never had a Mac back in the MagSafe days. When were they? Like the 2012, 2014 sort of Macs. I didn't. Why is that white? That's really triggering. Why did you make all of it this matchy match colour? But then you're just like, yep, white. Oh my god, I want to feel what it feels like. Everyone's like, oh my god, I love it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that is satisfying. It is. I thought, oh my god, that is strong. I thought when they said the charger was a magnet, I thought that doesn't sound very safe. No, that's in properly. That's really satisfying. Why aren't all chargers like this? You know, why? And then, so you still have the 2 USB ports open. That's quite smart. The only thing now is, I've been priding myself over the past couple of months with the fact that I only need 1 cable, bar the cable for my AirPods. I only have 1 cable that charges my phone, my laptop, my Switch controller, this fan that I bought that extends. It's a venti fan, just a bit of a it's a self promo because I'm not a venti fan. There's just a bit of another product promo in there for you. But now there's just a random or different coloured charger that I've got to carry around with me. So, I don't know how I feel about this charger. Because I am a minimalist, for those that don't know. I am a minimalist. My whole website is Alex. No, it's not Alex, it's minimalismwithalex.co.uk. And anyway, so I got this as well, actually. I got this, which is the Bellroy laptop sleeve. Hey! I don't know. It is quite early for me, actually. It's... You know what, I've just opened my window. I keep going on in all my videos about how I get nasally the second my windows are open, and people are like, you can't, it's February. Well, literally, this is the first time I've opened my window in 2 days. And this is the first time I feel nasally, so you explain that. So it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which I'm always up by this time, obviously. So I've got new backpacks, which, as you're watching this, everybody, I haven't opened. No, I have opened, but as I'm filming this, I haven't opened. And this bag, people are like, no, 16-inch laptops can't fit into this bag. Oh, 16-inch laptops can, but it's going to be a bit of a stretch. It's going to be a bit of a squeeze. This is not a 15-inch laptop, but Bellroy, I had this case to fit this laptop back in the day. And I loved this case. It was simple to use. It's an Australian company, so I'm like, yes, it's made from Australian leather. It just opens, closes, no bells, no whistles, no weird little compartments. Again, I like things to be as minimalistic as possible. I loved this case so much, so I was like, right, now I'm getting a bigger laptop, I'm just going to buy it in a bigger size. They didn't do 15 inches, the only thing they did was 16 inches. The list of compatible devices was one of my devices. So I was like, with a case on it, it'll fit in quite well. And we would be correct, it does. But I'm just hoping it fits in my backpack, really. I'm really hoping it does. It'll fit in my travel bag because, oh, that's what I used to do with it, yeah. I'm quite glad I got this one though. Because with the case on, it fits in well. It does. So I'm happy. I am. This case looks so new. When I got my other case, and not long after I had it, I moved out and I bought not this bed, but the bed I had before this bed. And it was an ottoman bed, it used to lift up. And I didn't realise that when you put someone underneath it, if you didn't watch where you were putting it, the support legs that used to come down would crush it. And I put this where the support leg was going to go. And it left this kind of square indentation in the middle of the thing where the support leg was. And I did eventually get it out of it. I think my dad did it for me. I forgot what we did to get it out. But it was never truly like perfect again. But you couldn't really notice it. What's that weird icon on my thing? The temperature. Is that the temperature? I should probably stop filming then, shouldn't I? Why? Okay, it's hot in here. Like I haven't even got a jumper on, a hoodie, a sweater. I don't. But I'm going to figure out how to work the laptop now. But I hope you enjoyed this really chaotic unboxing. Like people don't like how chaotic I unbox things. But I don't really. Just life's too short to be like, oh, look at. I'm careful. Like I've never broken anything. Have I? No. I don't think I've ever broken anything, but I'm not exactly careful with things. That's just who I am as a person. Everything I buy is with my own money. If I ever break anything, I replace it with my own money. I fix it with my own money. But I don't think I've ever broken anything. I think I've shattered one screen on an iPod Touch about 10 years ago. I was about 15, and that wasn't even my fault. But that's really all I've broken. So, like, people are just a bit too careful, but that's just my opinion, you know? Always be careful with everything you do, but if people don't want it, then they don't want to. I love the fact that I've got a ring thing on my phone now, like, literally, I use it as like a fidget spinner. Like, it's just brilliant. Is that what they're called? Those things that used to go around, back in the day, you know? Oh my gosh, take the plastic off of these. Plastic? Is this plastic or is it paper? Paper rips. So then I'm gonna see if I can get my iMovies up. If I can. We'll sing from the rooftops. Do I really need another one of these chargers? Because I've literally got one right down there. I've got two now. Oh my god, but this has two plugs on it. Well, I never. Well, I never. You know, that has redeemed the fact that this is a different plug. Like, this is a MagSafe plug thing. Because now I can just have them both plugged in. Oh my god. You know what? I think I'm in love. Look at those two holes. Look at that. Oh my god. I live in an apartment and the walls are paper thin and there's neighbours outside. But look at that. Nobody cares. And people probably already know that existed, but I didn't, even though I watched every single review on these laptops because I needed to see the colour. I didn't really look at the charger because I just skipped forward to I have the attention span of like a sparrow. Is that what people say? I don't know. But I'll be off now because my laptop, it's like got an orange thing and I think it's flashing. Is that the temp? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be off.